Upbeat, inspiring intro music fades in and then fades to the background. Hey everyone, and welcome back. In our last video, we left off with a young boy named Kamal, who grew up in a village with no electricity, dreaming of a world he could barely imagine. If you missed part 1, I highly recommend checking it out first, because today, we're diving into the next chapter of his incredible journey. This isn't just a story about success, it's a story about what comes after. Kamal made Italiano. He faced new challenges, not the lack of electricity, but the complexities of corporate politics, the loneliness of leadership, and the constant battle of staying true to his roots while navigating a world that was galaxies away from his village. There were moments of doubt, moments where the walls he had broken down seemed to rebuild themselves around him. He'd sit in his modern office, surrounded by the latest technology, and feel a profound sense of disconnection. Was he doing enough? Was he making a real difference? Or had he just traded one set of struggles for another? This is the part of the journey people do you and often talk about, the struggle, asterisk after asterisk. The success, it is the internal battle between celebrating how far you've come and feeling the overwhelming responsibility of where you need to go next. One of his biggest projects was designing an affordable, solar-powered water purification system for rural communities, directly inspired by the challenges he witnessed growing up. This wasn't just an engineering problem for him. It was personal. He poured his heart and soul into it, but he met resistance at every turn. Some colleagues called it a charity project, not a profitable venture. Investors were skeptical. The technical hurdles seemed insurmountable. There were nights he'd stare at his complex schematics, the numbers blurring, and wonder if he was just being naive. Had he forgotten how the world really worked? He felt the immense pressure to conform, to focus on more marketable products. It was told to be realistic, to think about the bottom line. These words were like echoes of the doubts he had faced as a child, to the voices that told him a village boy could impossibly dream so big. For a moment, he almost gave in. The weight of it all was crushing. He felt isolated, misunderstood, and completely exhausted. Was this the price of his ambition? During one particularly low point, he decided to visit his old village. He hadn't been back in years, partly out of fear. What would they think of him now? Would he still belong? As he walked the familiar dusty paths, he saw that while some things had changed, many hadn't. He saw children playing in the same fields he once did, their laughter echoing his own childhood memories. But he also saw the same hardships. The daily struggle for clean water was still a reality. He sat with the village elders, men and women who had watched him grow up. He expected them to ask for money or favors, but they didn't. Instead, they asked about his work, his life, his happiness. An elderly woman, whose name was Anya, Tukisend, she looked at him with kind, knowing eyes, and said, "Kamal, we are proud not because you left, but because you never forgot why you left. The struggle you feel now is not a sign of failure. It's the sign of a worthy purpose." That single moment was a revelation. It was the spark that reignited his fire. He realized the weight of leadership wasn't a burden to be carried alone. It was a connection to the very people he wanted to help. He stopped talking about profit margins and started talking about impact. He shared stories of the people he met, painting a vivid picture not of poverty, but of potential. He didn't just present data. He presented a vision. He assembled a small, passionate team of believers, people who were drawn to his mission, not just the paycheck. Each failure was a lesson, each setback a stepping stone. And then it happened. The breakthrough. The moment they saw the first drops of clean, purified water come out of their device was more satisfying than any award or promotion Kamal had ever received. It was a victory not just for him, but for his team, for his village, and for every person who had ever been told their needs didn't matter. Kamal took the first units back to his village himself. He didn't arrive with a grand announcement. He just quietly set it up near the communal well and showed people how to use it. It was the moment he truly understood his mission. Onsaju, Raisi, your job is to lift others. Kamal's story is a powerful reminder for every single one of us. We often think that success is a destination, a finish line where all our problems magically disappear. But as Kamal learned, it's the starting block for the real race. It's where the real work, the work of purpose, begins. Remember that your struggles aren't just obstacles. They are the fuel for your greatness. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that inspires. And share this video with someone who might need to hear this message today. We'll see you in the next one.